The courts are very busy with celebrity drama. Joining me now for more on the Brinkley divorce and Britney's custody battle, Ryan Smith with OK Magazine. And outdoing him pretty easily is Chang Rickert, a family law attorney who was just named a rising star by Super Lawyers. So now you're some sort of a superhero. That's awesome.
I know.
And you look fantastic, 7 months along, pregnant as well.
Oh, she's ready to come out.
Let's not do that here. Nasty divorce this is. I know you have been through this stuff before, but Peter Cook and Christie Brinkley. Now, I think they both agreed to keep this quiet.
Yeah.
And then my guess is she found out about a little 18-year-old girl on the side, and now she's like, let's get all this out in the open. What is the strategy here for her?
She's trying to smear his name in public, which is really stupid because his name is already smeared. So what she's going to do now is smear her own name. It's really bad, and it's bad for the children.
So this isn't a good strategy then for her. Like, it seemed like she was going for obviously a bigger settlement, more money. This is not the way to do it?
I don't believe so. I mean, New York is currently the only state that has, I believe, fault divorce. You know, I only practice in California, so I can't speak to the law there, but I believe that infidelity matters. However, everybody already knows about it, so I don't know what the point of her coming out and having her subpoenaed, this little girl subpoenaed, is going to do for her case. It's awful for the children who are later going to see this footage.
And the judge said that the basis for keeping this public is societal education. Really, Ryan?
Whatever.
I mean, don't the judges and lawyers in this case, they want this in the tabloids. It's good for them.
I think so, you know, and there's so much, I mean, you know, the whole scandal of it, you know, not only is it the secretary, but one who was just 18, you know, it's barely legal at the time, you know, all of the connotations of it just make for, you know, a beautiful Hollywood scandal, as you'd call it. So I kind of think that there's not really much education we can get out of it. We know when we are married that we kind of don't have affairs. We don't also normally sleep with our secretaries.
Not normally.
At least not in my office,
At least we don't know about it.
Let's talk about the kids, because they are very affected, because they are of the age where they're around 10 years old, and I think one's like 9 or somewhere else. They can read. They're not of the age where they're adults, but they can read. They go to school. They know what's going on here.
Yeah, I think that's horrible. I mean, if you're going through something like this, the best thing to do is to try to hide it from your kids, or at least tell them, you know, it's not as bad as it seems. But she's actually trying to make it worse than it seems. And by subpoenaing this girl to come testify, there's going to be a lot of damage done to those kids.
And so you got to feel bad for the kids.
And
then to make matters worse, as if you could put more drama into this, Peter Cook has a new girlfriend, Suzanne Shaw, and she has now come out and lambasted Christie Brinkley. Really? Like?
Yeah, I think there's just too much mudslinging here. And, you know, normally you have that when there's revelations in the press about any of these things, it takes a bit more investigation. It takes a bit more digging. At the moment, you know, you're kind of just sitting back on a chair and waiting for them to kind of throw to you, you know, the next ball. Well,
this is far from over, and either is the Britney Spears custody battle that's going on with K-Fed. That's in the courts today here in Los Angeles as well.
That's right.
Ryan, what do we know? Some breaking news on this.
Yeah, well, we do know that they obviously met in court today. Britney came out of court and said she was very happy with the outcome. And while both teams have not said the specifics as to what this meeting was about, we do understand that it was for Britney to get overnight visitation with the children. At the moment, she has visitation 3 days a week, 9 to 5, but she does want them overnight now. So.
And Kelly, this is another great step to get these kids.
It's an excellent step. Like I was talking about before, it's a step-up plan, so she'll get equal timeshare now with her kids. It's wonderful. It's good to hear.
Kelly Rickert, super lawyer and superhero, and just Ryan Smith from OK Magazine. I'm just kidding. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Maddie.